Well, this is what they have. I feel that they have to accomplish in the match. They have to accomplish Brock Lesnar is in fact stronger than the Coquina Clutch. And I hear a lot of the internet rumblings, the IWC, YWC, talking about how protected the Coquina Clutch is. He put it in on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar couldn't get out of it. Could that happen at Great Balls of Fire? Let me just point one thing out. They were on the stage, and Brock Lesnar had rammed Joe into the screens a few times before he kind of really was about to get choked out. Now, if they were in the ring, that would be the ropes. That would be a rope break. That's no more Coquina Clutch. All right? Let's think about these things in the ring. Ring psychology. You got to have it.
I think it's, well, Joe's obviously going to have to get him down. He's never actually, I don't think he's ever beaten anybody with that Coquina Clutch without getting the legs wrapped and having him down in the middle of the ring. But, I mean, it's going to be tough to get Brock Lesnar in that position when you're facing him straight on. Like you said, I mean, he did manage to ram him into the lights or the LED board or whatever the case may be there.
A few times.
So, yeah, I mean, there's no saying that he won't be able to do that again. It'll be interesting to see how many times, Lesnar's game is usually the suplexes and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, he's been able to throw around some big guys before. Joe's got that weird low center of gravity about him. So, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to throw Joe around. Plus, Joe sort of knows, he's no stranger to the MMA strategy as well. So there's that in play where there hasn't necessarily been that with a lot of his opponents. I guess unless you want to count CM Punk.
I mean, listen, if Brock Lesnar was in a fighting game like a Tekken or a Marvel versus Capcom, then Brock Lesnar would be that character that you pick, and you only got to do 2 moves, and you'll still win the match. All right, suplex F5, suplex F5, suplex F5 is fine. But let's not forget, earlier on in this same run of the Lesnar, he had the Kimura lock. All right. And if your arm is broken, you can't lock in a Coquina Clutch. You know what I'm saying? We can fight submission with submission. I feel like this would be the perfect time to show that Brock has that MMA background and really work it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to go to that almost because Joe might just try and put him in that sort of position. That might be an interesting strategy for him because as good as Brock Lesnar was in UFC, he wasn't the most sound technician necessarily as far as, MMA strategies go. An excellent wrestler, no doubt, but as far as everything else sort of went, he was amateurish at best. He made up for it with his just beast-like strength and agility. And, it's...
That dude is so fucking strong.
Dude, he's just like one of the scariest human beings you could ever imagine. Period. Like if you if in the future they can like build warriors and soldiers, they'll look like Brock Lesnar.